What's going on, y'all? It's your boy H-Dog, and I'm back with another video. The next Assassin's Creed game has been leaked. The leak came from the Division 2, showing a poster of what appeared to be a traveler holding the Apple of Eden, which is a powerful piece of ancient technology from the first civilization. Above the traveler's head, the word Valhalla, which indicated that the next game will be about Vikings. Later, Jason Schreier of Kotaku wrote an article about the leak, to which he and Kotaku can confirm this is indeed true. It's noted that a YouTuber by the name of SHAREfactory first made this public. This does indeed mean that the next game will involve Vikings, hopefully Norse mythology as well, being that in Odyssey, the first civilization technology, the pieces of Eden, I know there was multiple apples of Eden in the game, that they blended with actual Greek mythology to make for some good boss fights like Medusa, Cyclops, Sphinx, but you can get out of that one, and my favorite, the Minotaur boss fight. Perhaps they may do the same thing with this next game, hopefully. Perhaps maybe have a fight with someone like Thor, Loki, Hela, even Odin himself. Jason did say that months ago Kotaku learned from independent sources that the 2020 Assassin's Creed game is codenamed Kingdom. Ubisoft of course did decline for comment, as they would when leaks go viral, because as we all know, Assassin's Creed games are the worst kept secret at Ubisoft. Ubisoft has done this before with a tease of a game called Pioneer, which was unfortunately cancelled in Watch Dogs 2. That was a scene in Watch Dogs 2. Jason did mention that the rumors that's been gaining traction of the next game going back to Rome, and confirmed that that's not the case at all. The rumors that I reported on a while ago, apparently those are false, according to Jason Schreier's sources, and especially about this leak. The idea of an Assassin's Creed game having Vikings is rather interesting, to say the least. I wouldn't be surprised if there is a return of naval combat. I would love naval combat in a Vikings game, and it would make sense because since it has Vikings, and since the Vikings, from what I know, they traveled a lot in the water, so I think that would make sense to have some sort of naval combat in the game. One thing is for certain, during a year when we have Assassin's Creed leaks, the game usually releases the same year, but being Ubisoft has confirmed that their next game will release next year, I believe it may release early 2020, probably March, which if it does, it would line up with their earnings. I think it was their earnings call where they said by the end of the fiscal year, which is March 2020, they plan on releasing 3 to 4 games. Now, the games we know about, we know that Watch Dogs 3 is coming this year. We don't know about Beyond Good and Evil 2, even though it's just towards the end of this year. It's just now going to be getting a beta. There's Skull and Bones. There's still another possibility of a Splinter Cell, but that's probably not even in the cards at this point. But I definitely think if the next Assassin's Creed game is coming out in 2020, and if we're getting leaks this early, then it's got to be coming out early 2020. It would make sense. It would have to make sense for it to come out in early 2020, because it wouldn't come out like in the fall and we already have leaks. I would say like a little under a year out, or you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm trying to say. It wouldn't make sense to have leaks a year ahead of time about the game. Anyway, Ubisoft has confirmed that their next game will release next year, like they did earlier, not long after Odyssey came out. I believe it will release probably as late as March 2020, simply because if you think about it, the last 3 Far Cry games, 2, 3, and 4, they all released in the fall of the respective releases until Far Cry 5 came out March 2018. Now, every Assassin's Creed game in the entire series has leaked always in either October or November. So I can't rule out the possibility of, for the first time in the series, an Assassin's Creed game coming out in March 2020. Now, if it like I said, if it does come out in March 2020, I think there's a good possibility we could, because at some point Ubisoft going to have to, officially announce it or tease it at some point, because the cat's damn near out of the bag. It's one thing when leaks of your game comes out and goes all over the internet, but it's another when Jason Schreier corroborates it. So I think I wouldn't be surprised if soon, probably very soon, if Ubisoft just pops the lid on and says, okay, this is what it is, and we're gonna have a full reveal, or probably I'd say a full reveal, like in terms of gameplay at E3. They may start doing teasers on Twitter and have a teaser trailer along with an official trailer, and then at E3 we can get official gameplay along with the release date, which would probably be early 2020. But they don't necessarily have to be E3. They could wait till Gamescom, which is another big showcase. I can't think of any other event they would do it at. But with that being said, what do you think about the next Assassin's Creed game having Vikings? Let me know in the comments below. If you want to read the full article from Kotaku, a link will be in the description box. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button, subscribe, share the video out, and tap the notification bell to stay updated on gaming news like this. Until next time, I'm out, y'all. Peace.